everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. I am Julia, and I am so happy to have you here today. Today, we will talk about a very important topic for English learners: how to speak without pausing. Many learners feel nervous when they speak English. They pause too much, use words like or take long breaks because they are thinking. This can make speaking feel difficult, and sometimes it can make you lose confidence. But don't worry. Today, I will share easy and practical tips that will help you speak English more fluently, smoothly, and confidently. By the end of this podcast, you will learn how to think in English, use connecting phrases, and practice in a way that makes speaking easier. You will also understand how to pause naturally without breaking your flow. So, get ready, relax, and let's start learning how to speak English without unnecessary pauses. Now, let's talk about pausing while speaking. First, I want you to know that pausing is normal. Everyone pauses when they speak, even native speakers. Sometimes we pause to think, or to find the right word, or just because we are nervous. But for English learners, pauses can happen too often. You may say, or just stop in the middle of a sentence. This can make your speech sound slow or unclear. It can also make you feel less confident. So, why do we pause? There are a few common reasons. Thinking too much. You are trying to translate from your native language into English. This takes time and causes a pause. Not knowing the words. Sometimes you know what you want to say, but you do not have the right words in English. Nervousness. Feeling anxious can make you stop or hesitate while speaking. Trying to speak perfectly, wanting every sentence to be correct, can slow you down and create pauses. Understanding why we pause is the first step to speaking smoothly. Once you know the reason, you can practice techniques to reduce unnecessary pauses. In the next section, I will share the secret to speaking without pausing, so you can speak fluently and confidently. But remember, pausing is normal. It only becomes a problem when it happens too much. Now, let's talk about the secret to speaking without pausing. The main secret is simple: think in English, not your native language. Many learners try to translate their thoughts from their own language into English. This takes time, and that is why you pause. But if you start thinking directly in English, your words will come out naturally without long pauses. Another part of the secret is preparing phrases, not single words. Instead of thinking about one word at a time, learn short sentences or phrases that you can use in conversation. For example, instead of thinking the word hungry, you can practice saying, "I am hungry, so I want to eat something." Also, remember to link your ideas together. Don't stop after every word or sentence. Use simple connecting words like, "and then so, because after that." These words make your speech flow naturally. Finally, don't aim for perfect English. Fluency is more important than being perfect. Mistakes are normal. The more you practice speaking in English, the easier it becomes, and the fewer pauses you will have. So remember these key points. Think in English. Use prepared phrases, not single words. Link your ideas with simple words. Focus on fluency, not perfection. These are the secrets that help you speak smoothly and confidently. In the next section, I will show you how to build your English thinking habit, which is very important for speaking without pausing. Now let's talk about something very important: building your English thinking habit. Thinking in English is the key to speaking smoothly without long pauses. But how do we train our brain to think in English? Don't worry, it's easier than you think. I will share some simple steps you can follow every day. Step 1. Start with small sentences. Begin by describing simple things in your mind in English. For example, when you wake up, think, "I wake up," "I brush my teeth," "I eat breakfast." Say these sentences in your mind or out loud. The more you do this, the more your brain gets used to thinking in English. Step 2. Narrate your day. During the day, try to describe what you are doing in English. For example, I am cooking lunch, I am cutting vegetables, I am boiling water. It does not have to be perfect. The goal is to practice thinking in English, not to speak perfectly. Step 3. Talk to yourself. It may feel a little strange at first, but talking to yourself in English is very effective. You can describe your feelings, your plans, or what you see around you. For example, I am feeling happy today. I will go for a walk later. Step 4. Use simple questions. Ask yourself simple questions in English and answer them. For example, what will I eat today? I will eat rice and vegetables. This exercise helps you think in English and reduces pauses when speaking with others. Step 5. Be consistent. Do these exercises every day, even for 5 to 10 minutes. Consistency is the most important part. Your brain will slowly start thinking in English automatically. Remember, practice makes your brain comfortable with English. The more you think in English, the easier it will be to speak without pausing. In the next section, I will explain how to use pauses wisely so that you can sound natural and confident while speaking. Now that we know how to reduce unnecessary pauses, let's talk about using pauses wisely. Not all pauses are bad. In fact, natural pauses can make your speaking more clear and interesting. The key is to use pauses for breathing or emphasizing important points, not because you are searching for words. Here are some tips. 1. Pause to breathe. When you speak, it is natural to take a short pause to breathe. This pause is very short, just a second or two. It will help you stay calm and keep your voice steady. 2nd, pause to emphasize. You can pause before or after an important word or idea. For example, I am very happy to share this with you today. This pause adds emphasis and makes your speech more interesting. 3. Avoid long thinking pauses. Do not stop for too long while searching for words. If you forget a word, it is better to use simple words or phrases instead. For example, if you forget vegetables, you can say healthy food instead. 4th, practice short pauses. While practicing, try to speak in short sentences and use tiny pauses naturally. For example, I woke up early. I brushed my teeth. I drank water. Notice the tiny pause between sentences. This helps your speech sound natural and smooth. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate all pauses. The goal is to control them so your speech flows naturally and you sound confident. In the next section, I will share some easy vocabulary and phrases that will help you connect ideas and speak without unnecessary pauses. Now let's talk about vocabulary and phrases that can help you speak smoothly. One of the reasons we pause is because we don't know how to connect our ideas. Using simple linking words and phrases can make your speech flow naturally. Here are some easy phrases you can use. 1. And then use this to add ideas. Example, I woke up early and then I drank water. 2nd, so use this to show result. Example, it was raining, so I stayed at home. 3, because use this to explain reasons. Example, I like tea because it is warm and tasty. 4, after that use this to show order of events. Example, I brushed my teeth. After that, I ate breakfast. 5. But use this to show contrast. Example, I wanted to go outside, but it was too cold. 6. For example, use this to give examples. Example, I like fruits. For example, apples and bananas. 7. Also use this to add extra information. Example, I like reading books. Also, I enjoy listening to music. 8. First, next, finally use these for steps or order. Example, first, I clean my room. Next, I do my homework. Finally, I watch TV. Using these phrases will help you link your sentences together. Instead of stopping after every sentence, you can continue smoothly. Try to practice these phrases every day. You can make small sentences using them, and soon your speech will sound fluent. Remember, learning a few simple phrases is better than knowing many words but not knowing how to connect them. In the next section, I will show you how to practice speaking with rhythm and flow, which is very important for reducing pauses. Now let's talk about practicing speaking with rhythm and flow. Speaking English smoothly is not just about knowing words or phrases. It's also about the way you speak, your rhythm, speed, and flow. When you have a good rhythm, your sentences connect naturally, and you pause less. Here are some easy tips to practice rhythm and flow. 1. Speak in short sentences. Start by breaking your thoughts into short, simple sentences. For example, I wake up early, I brush my teeth, I eat breakfast. Short sentences are easier to say without pausing, and your speech becomes clear. 2. Read aloud every day. Pick a short text, story, or even a paragraph from a book, and read it aloud. Try to speak smoothly and notice the natural pauses. Reading aloud helps your brain get used to English rhythm. 3. Shadowing technique. Shadowing is repeating after a native speaker. Listen to a short sentence or phrase and repeat it exactly as you hear it. Same speed, same tone. This helps your brain and mouth learn natural flow. 4. Record yourself. Use your phone to record your speaking, then listen carefully. Notice where you pause too much or say or Try to improve each time you practice. Practice connecting sentences. Use the linking words and phrases we learned earlier, and then because after that. When you connect sentences, your speech becomes continuous and natural. 6. Slow down, don't rush. Speaking too fast can cause mistakes, and speaking too slow can make pauses longer. Find a comfortable speed where your words flow smoothly. Remember, rhythm and flow take practice, but every small step helps. The more you practice, the less you will pause, and the more confident you will sound. In the next section, I will share some common mistakes to avoid that can make you pause too much while speaking. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes that make learners pause too much while speaking English. 1. Thinking in your native language. Many learners try to translate their thoughts word by word. This causes long pauses. The solution is to think in English, even with simple sentences. 2. Trying to speak perfectly. If you focus too much on grammar or correct words, you will pause a lot. Remember, it is more important to speak fluently than perfectly. Mistakes are normal and part of learning. 3. Using too many filler words. Words like like, or are very common, but overusing them creates unnecessary pauses. Practice replacing fillers with silence or simple connecting words. 4. Speaking too fast or too slow. Speaking too fast can make you stumble, and speaking too slow can make pauses longer. Find a comfortable speed that keeps your flow natural. 5. Not practicing regularly. Pauses happen more often when you do not practice speaking daily. Even a few minutes of practice each day will train your brain to think and speak in English. Avoiding these mistakes will help you speak more smoothly, naturally, and confidently. In the next section, I will share a quick daily routine that will help you speak English without pausing. Now let's put everything together and talk about a quick daily routine to help you speak English smoothly, without pausing too much. You don't need hours of practice. Just 10 to 15 minutes every day can make a big difference. Here's a simple plan. 1. Start with thinking in English 3 to 5 minutes. In the morning, describe your plans or what you see around you in English. For example, I am waking up, I am drinking water, I will eat breakfast. Keep your sentences short and simple. The goal is to train your brain to think in English. 2. Practice connecting phrases 3 to 4 minutes. Use linking words like and then, so, because, or after that to connect your sentences. For example, I woke up early and then I brushed my teeth. After that, I ate breakfast. This helps your speech flow naturally without unnecessary pauses. 3. Read aloud or shadow 3 to 4 minutes. Pick a short paragraph, story, or dialogue. Read it aloud or repeat after a native speaker. Pay attention to rhythm, flow, and natural pauses. 4. Quick self-check 1 to 2 minutes. Record yourself for a short time and listen carefully. Notice where you pause too much or use filler words. Try to improve little by little. By following this simple daily routine, your brain will slowly get used to thinking and speaking in English. Your sentences will flow naturally, and your pauses will become short and confident. Consistency is the key. Even small practice every day will bring big improvement over time. Now, let's talk about mindset and confidence, which are very important for speaking without pausing. First, remember that fluency comes gradually. No one becomes fluent overnight. Every small step you take in practicing English will help you improve. Second, don't fear mistakes. Mistakes are normal and are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. What matters is that you keep speaking and practicing. Third, use positive self-talk. Instead of thinking, "I can't speak English well," say to yourself, "I am improving every day. I can speak more fluently now." This positive mindset will help you feel confident and reduce pauses caused by nervousness. Finally, focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small achievements like speaking a few sentences without pausing or using new linking phrases. Each success will give you more confidence. When you combine practice with the right mindset, you will notice that pauses become shorter and your speech becomes smoother. Now let's wrap up and review the key takeaways from today's podcast. First, remember that pausing is normal, but too many long pauses can make speaking difficult. The goal is to reduce unnecessary pauses while keeping your speech natural. Second, the secret to speaking without pausing is to think in English and use short phrases or sentences instead of translating word by word. Third, practice linking words and phrases like "and then," "so," "because," and "after that" to connect your ideas. This will make your speech smooth and fluent. Fourth, practice daily with short exercises. Narrate your day, read aloud, shadow native speakers, and record yourself. Consistency is key. Fifth, mindset matters. Don't worry about mistakes. Focus on progress, use positive self-talk, and celebrate small improvements. If you apply these tips every day, your speaking will improve step by step. You will pause less, speak more fluently, and feel much more confident in English. Remember, fluency comes from practice, patience, and the right mindset. You can do it, and every small effort counts. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I hope you found these tips helpful and easy to follow. Remember, speaking English without pausing takes practice, patience, and the right mindset. Start small, practice every day, and soon you will notice your confidence and fluency improving. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to practice the exercises we talked about and use the linking words and phrases in your daily conversations. I am so proud of you for taking steps to improve your English. Keep practicing, stay positive, and remember, every small effort brings you closer to speaking fluently. Thank you again for joining me today. I can't wait to see you in the next episode with more tips to improve your English. Goodbye, and keep speaking confidently.